Le coup de nostalgie. Et le coup de nostalgie. Et salut à tous, c'est Kenzo. Et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour commencer le let's play sur Red Dead Redemption 1. Ça faisait un bon moment que j'attendais hein, la sortie du jeu sur PC. Avec toutes les rumeurs. Il a finalement été confirmé début octobre. Ah, donc j'ai hâte de vous faire un petit let's play, on va faire comme avec GTA 5. Voilà quoi, je pense que on va essayer de bien s'amuser. Et je pense que je vais mettre... Attendez. Oh, souris. Ah, souris. Je pense qu'on va se mettre en difficile. Créer une nouvelle sauvegarde.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate, John's.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Ah là, mais quelle intro, putain. Que de souvenirs. Donc là, on a Armadillo. Ah, j'en souviens. Je me souviens de ce petit village. Oh, non. Non, non. Putain, je voulais pas sortir une arme.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. I'm gonna slap you so hard.
Bon bah allez, on va faire un peu de promenade sur le cheval.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa there.
Come on.
Ah, ça change tellement de Red Dead Redemption 2 là, le gameplay à cheval. Par contre les effets de lumière, ils ont été améliorés de fou hein, dans ce remaster. Portage. Ah ouais, ça y est, il y avait le menu là, le commandement de base et tout. Oh. Attendez, je suis désolé d'interrompre le dialogue, mais il faut que je regarde la map. Oh la map. Waouh. Ah ouais. Ça fait... J'en ai presque des larmes aux yeux. Ah, elle est magnifique cette map, je l'adore. Là, donc là c'est vers le Mexique en bas. Du coup ouais, nous au début on sera dans la toute première zone de jeu qui se limite à ça. Ça. Jusqu'à là, donc c'est la plus grande. Hein. Après celle du Mexique qui est moins grande et la dernière est toute petite.
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, You ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Ah, mais l'ambiance de ce jeu, la musique, les sabots de cheval.
So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
Oh, le soleil! Oh, la couleur du soleil! Oh, je sais que ça a plus de soleil, mais là, le soleil, il est, je sais pas, il est orange jaune, vraiment jaune très clair, quoi. Il est très net, on va dire, le soleil.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Alors ça n'a rien à voir que sur ce qu'il y avait sur PS3. Regardez la carcasse. Ah ouais. Carcasse d'animal. On va aussi pouvoir chasser. Ça va être cool. Ça faisait longtemps que j'ai pas chassé sur Red Dead 1. Je me souviens encore des spots de chasse utilisés.
Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
En fait, je me souviens vraiment peu des missions, à part les premières et les dernières. Mais après les missions de milieu de jeu, j'ai quelques souvenirs, mais c'est vraiment très bref. Y a pas. Donc j'ai hâte de redécouvrir tout ça.
Come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Hello.
Et bon, on a terminé la première mission. Et là, on commence la deuxième. Et on est au fameux ranch McFarlane. L'un des endroits les plus mythiques de Red Dead 1. Tellement de souvenirs. Là, on a un petit magasin. Là, c'est quoi? Ah ouais, je crois que c'est la loi là. C'est les ordres de la loi. C'est les membres de la loi qui travaillent ici. Là-bas, je crois qu'on a une écurie à cheval tout droit. Là, le bâtiment en fond, c'est la gare. Oh, on se souvient comme si c'était hier.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use
$15,
an extra pair of hands
franchement.
around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Va, $15. En vrai, pour l'époque, $15, ça devait être... allez, un bon 50-60 à mon avis. Hein. Genre, actuel.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Oh mais c'est musique d'ambiance mais.
Let's go.
Oh ce sifflement mais. Désolé mais je vais dire ça toute la vidéo mais.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Giddy up! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarlane.
C'est le début hein. Je crois que le début de Red Dead Redemption 1 c'est pas le début le plus palpitant.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
Mais bon j'arrive.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarlane.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston?
On obtient la carabine à répétition. Oh la lune. Oh le ciel est magnifique.
Right, follow me. Keep your
Ouais,
eyes
les étoiles et
peeled
tout.
for anything suspicious.
Come on.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
On va serrer la part.
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. You got one! You're better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I Nice shooting!
Ils ont pas mis la visée auto alors que je suis manette. On va faire sans. Pour ça j'ai encore plus de difficultés, je mets pas la visée auto les gars. Putain c'est trop simple.
Now back up. Check out the rest of the ranch.
Parce que là j'ai déjà mis le genre difficile. Avec et sans la visée automatique en manette.
Whoa!
Ouais je pense que ça peut être pas mal.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty
Je
of
pense qu'il y a un
ground
bon
to cover.
potentiel. Bon voilà c'est des lapins évidemment, c'était pas trop compliqué mais bon. Quand ça sera des gunfights, je pense que là je vais un peu en chier. Oh, c'est un coyote. Oh, je suis précis en vrai. Activer le sang-froid. Oh, c'est le premier sang-froid. Le premier sang-froid, c'est une minute 2. On va en tirer le tout. Excellent. Voilà.
Coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Seems there's something big hanging in the air. Could be good or bad. Those folks in Thieves Landing have been sniffing around here again?
Cool. Alors plus 25. Changer de tenue, j'ai quoi en tenue? Le mec tu dois pas. Ouais du coup ouais, dans les tenues là faut pas accomplir les décisions. Mon croit les tenues Red Dead Redemption 1 sont pas si incroyables que ça. Hein. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a des munitions? Des munitions pour revolver. Ok. 4 pour carabine. Bon, c'est super. Là, c'est mon cheval. Ça, c'est un chien, c'est pas un coyote. J'ai failli le tuer en plus. Vous pouvez pas maintenant participer aux veilles de nuit du ranch McFly. Ouais, mais je crois pas qu'on va faire ça. Il faut bien explorer le contenu secondaire du jeu, mais bon. On est entre 5h et 10. Bon, on va le dormir alors. Et quelle heure là? Bah il est minuit, il est quasiment minuit. Donc, on va dormir. On va passer 6 heures. Ah ça j'adorerais quand tu pouvais accélérer et descendre sans que ton personnage il se casse la gueule. En quand même ce Red Dead Redemption 1 était bien plus arcade que le second. Le second il a un peu surpris hein. Oh, je crois qu'il va falloir ça un peu. C'est bon.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts. Come on, boy.
Go!
Allez, au départ de la course.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Come on!
J'ai essayé de tenter ma technique d'autrefois. Bon, je vais le plus rapide possible.
Let's go!
Plutôt bien marché.
How you doing back there?
Giddy up! This sure beats milking cows!
On le raccourcit.
Let's go!
On le raccourcit.
This is how it's done!
Yeah!
That's more like it!
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be!
Come on! Would you like me to slow down?
Bah ouais, je sais pas quand c'est la fin de la course. Très fort.
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Are you saving the best for last?
Wow, 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 j'ai trop vite.
Should I
J'ai
wait
trop
for you
vite.
to catch up?
Je la bloque, je la bloque, je la bloque.
This is gonna be close!
Mais 100 fois plus long que dans mes souvenirs la course. Ils l'ont rallongé ou quoi? Rockstar. Il y a 20 pompes.
Yeah. Come on.
Ouais, je gagne. Les souvenirs d'époque. Les sensations d'époque, je pouvais pas perdre.
Easy now! That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Putain, mais je prends du plaisir à jouer aux yeux. Ah, la musique. Oh. Bon, alors il faut aller au Marshal Johnson à Armadillo. Ah oui, il y a l'icône M. Ouais, attendez. Juste regarder où j'en suis pour l'enregistrement là. Je suis à 34 minutes pour le premier épisode. D'ailleurs, les gars, je pense qu'il y aura. Pour les 4 prochaines. J'essaie d'enregistrer un épisode pour les 4. Pour les 4 prochaines semaines. Je pense que ce serait plutôt cool. Bon, bah, je crois qu'on va aller faire la mission de Bonnie parce que c'est plus proche et j'adore. J'adore qu'on toujours faire l'émission avec le même personnage.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a
Oh, mais qui a mis ce...
strange sense of humor.
Oh, mais attends, mais dans la route, il y a des rochers au plein milieu,
it's
presque.
an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other
Je vais
way
casser
out,
le
I'd
chariot.
take it. I can assure you
J'ai
of
eu
that.
peur. Allez, retour à Armadillo.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
On va aller chez le médecin, même qui nous a soignés. Acheter des médicaments.
Hey, partner.
Des trucs gratuits alors. $1 la pomme, c'est trop cher. Putain. C'est chaud, ouais.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Oh bah du coup on est arrivé dans le premier village, sauf si on a tout débloqué. Hein. Faut voir, on va aller sur la map. Là on a la mission. Avec bah, le Marshal Johnson, arrêt de diligence, on peut jouer au poker, le cabinet du docteur, armurier, cinéma. On va voir ce qu'il manque comme arme. Cartouchière, ça fait voir. Ah ouais, mais il va nous falloir tout ça. Double canon aussi. Hein. Oh ouais. Tiens, pour le fusil explosif? Je me rappelais pas de ça. Là on a la banque. On peut braquer en plus. On peut dans le coffre-fort récupérer de l'argent, mais bon. Regardez, il y a le coffre-fort là-bas. Je crois qu'on peut y accéder, mais bon, j'ai pas envie. J'aimerais pas finir en prison, quoi. C'est le shérif.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting keep with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Bon, bah on a fait la rencontre du Marshal.
So who we looking for?
Je comprends pas pourquoi son adjoint il dort dans une cellule, mais bon.
What's the rush? They ain't going nowhere. Howdy. How are you?
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months.
Allez, Walton.
¿Cómo está?
He spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
Vite, vite. Mon cheval.
Trail, boy. Catch up with me when you can.
Ne tuez pas Walton.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Come on. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Come on!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Wow, il est chaud.
Damn. Take cover.
Le mec il nous a cramé direct.
We'll work our way up this hill.
Dans Redemption 1, il y a vraiment pas beaucoup de phases d'infiltration.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. There's one.
Oh, mais waouh, waouh, waouh. Je ne rien faire. Attends. Ah non, mais c'est ça le premier gunfight que je fais dans le jeu. La loose quoi. C'est bon, il est mort. Ah, j'ai juste le mode de visée expert. Il y a lui. Wouh! Là, y'en a un. Touché. Toi.
You know how this is gonna end!
Look out! There's one behind the outhouse! Good! Now move up to the outhouse! Up here, cocksuckers!
Wow! Wow! Non! Putain! J'étais pas prêt! Mais je voulais changer mon fusil d'épaule. En fait, il était sur l'épaule droite et ça m'a. Ça m'a perturbé.
You're outnumbered, Marshal.
Ça m'a perturbé le fait qu'il soit sur l'épaule droite. Il a fait me tuer encore. Et il est chaud le mode difficile. Hein.
That's Walton inside the house. Let's see if we can take him alive.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Bon, c'est pas tout, mais on va quand même les fouiller. Il doit y avoir des choses intéressantes sur eux. Reviens. Ah,
Go!
Bon, on va revenir à Armadillo. En plus, on gagne de l'argent quand on fait l'émission là, donc. Je crois qu'on va changer de cheval déjà parce que celui-là, ça n'a pas l'air si incroyable que ça. Il se fatigue trop vite. Il fait une accélération, il est quasiment mort. Il y avait une quête secondaire.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I've just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
He's just a boy.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll
be honest with you, Marston, I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal.
Je me rappelle la mission du
I try
canyon.
to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get.
On va voir
What
si
does
je
a flannel-mouthed
je
city
sais pas,
boy never
en
forked a
difficile
bale of hay
avec
in
la
his
visée
life know
libre.
about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. We're nearly there. Keep your eyes out for the bollards.
Yeah.
Ooh, now.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Look out! Rush the door! Gun them down! Put down your guns and surrender! There's one more for the vultures.
Your Russian days are over.
Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you come with me or go with them. Hellfire!
Marston, stay with us. Let's move up, boys. Yep, maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
This way. What the hell?
Go home, buddy!
Hey, Mother of God!
Stay with me. Jump ahead. The rustlers are probably guarding it.
J'ai sang froid parce que là ça. Parce que là, là je le devais.
Hell no.
L'argent les gars.
Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh.
Follow me.
Don't test me now!
Oh my good God! More like that, Marston.
Oh là là.
You know you're gonna die, right?
26 $. Vite, vite, dégage-toi.
Are you kidding me? You ain't leaving Pike's Basin alive.
Are you gonna do something,
I'm
Marston?
goddamn law.
I'll kill you!
Good shot.
Never put your gun on somebody meaner than you. Woo! Keep dropping them like that, boy. They're trying to stop a kid from new freedom.
Trop loin.
Are you kidding?
Might as well give it up now.
That's it.
Marston's swatting rustlers like flies. Full foot. Let's cross while we still can.
Allez-vous ça. Oh, 13 $.
Damn, those Baller twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why the man break his back working 12 hours a day for a rancher who can't afford to make it?
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his
Oh, c'est
cattle.
chaud. Hein.
Yep, it's one of them vicious circle things the jawing about. Come on, up the hill. Let's blaze our way to that ridge. Come on, let's take that ridge.
One for the government, boy.
Roulade. On va pas bouger en fait, c'est ça le truc. Là.
Got him good.
We should cross paths with the marshal up up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'll tell you he's all about the book, letting the judge decide a man's fate, but he doles out plenty of his own justice, too. I'll kill you twice, you son of a bitch. God damn it, outlaw these bastards are.
Hey, was that you or me?
You ain't gonna leave here walking, friend!
Marston
Ah, c'est bon,
got one.
enfin.
Keep moving. We need to get to the marshal.
For Christ's
Les
sake.
balles que j'ai mis à côté pour lui. Un scandale.
Come on.
For the love of God! I'm gonna put you down. If you don't stop that, you ain't gonna live!
You sure put that fella to bed.
Portez.
What the hell? More like that, Marston here. Stay with me.
Ah, il me touche pas ça.
Good shot.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
Il a dit approchons-nous le plus possible avant de tirer. Puis le moment où il dit ça, je tire. Oh mon dieu.
Come on. Watch out for the hostages and the cat.
Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! Nice shot! Good shooting, boy! Damn you! That bastard won't be rustling no more.
Trop loin. Je vais aller chercher.
My God!
Oh non. Oh la merde, c'est cassé. Vite,
Come
monte.
on! Give them hell!
Lève-toi.
Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy?
Come on, boy! You ain't gonna win this!
Ah oui, j'avais la TNT, j'aurais pu tirer dessus là.
Again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
On va fouiller un peu la zone avant de repartir. À part si on me laisse pas le choix. 25 $. C'est super ça. Ah, c'est pas grave, il y a des coffres, je savais qu'il y avait des coffres. Un autre coffre ici. Encore un là. Ben c'est bien, on est à 108$ maintenant. Mon cheval. Et là. Ah, ça, il y avait le menu des armes et tout. Ah, la carabine à répétition, c'est vraiment ma meilleure arme pour l'instant. On va retourner au ranch. Pas mieux.
Let's go.
Enfin, Red Dead Redemption 1, c'est le jeu avec la meilleure ambiance en fait. J'ai envie de le dire là en fait. Tout quoi. Quoi là-bas? Ah, c'est le journal. Allez, tiens, ça coûte que $1. On le prend. Petite idée. Et en plus, ça éclaire bien le scénario. Hein. Ils sont doueux. Mais ils se prennent pour qui à faire la... Quand ils peuvent faire la loi tranquille là chez moi? Ah, réputation plus 25. Et mon honneur commence à monter. Et bien en plus ils vont vraiment rembourser l'achat de mon journal. Là il y a une prime, donc bon, je peux pas trop la faire parce que j'ai pas encore le lasso.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, If I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Je crois savoir c'est quel type de mission ça.
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Come on!
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
I hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
No way.
Come on.
Stay behind them, Mr. Marston. Nice job, Mr. Marston. Come on.
How do you do, sir? Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston.
Dans Red Dead 2 c'est un peu moins chiant quand même. Mais dans le 1 je crois pas que c'est très passionnant.
Whoa.
Allez putain.
Get right at them. Drive it this way.
Let's go.
Allez. On avance les gars.
Let's go.
Merde. La maniabilité c'est trop.
Easy. Come.
Avec 5 que j'ai galère, mais alors t'imagines? Avec 15, mais je vais jamais m'en sortir. Je vais jamais m'en sortir. De toute façon, il y a 15 vaches maintenant. Déjà, j'aime pas, il y en a une qui essaie de se faire
praise, Mr. Marston. They went on forward. Kneeling down. Come on. Come on.
Non. Ok, ça a l'air plutôt... Ça a l'air de s'être plutôt bien passé.
Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Oh, c'était tout. Bon bah les gars, je crois qu'on va... on peut faire des trajets express, j'espère. Bon les gars, je crois qu'on va s'arrêter là pour ce premier épisode du let's play sur Red Dead Redemption 1. Oui, j'espère qu'il vous aura plu, j'ai hâte de continuer le let's play. Et moi je vous dis à la prochaine. Il va le dompter ce cheval. Oh putain, j'ai défoncé mon joystick gauche. Oh super, on a une nouvelle carabine les gars. Une chaussure et un os. Eh mais c'est flippant là. Oh putain. Saute.